Before we get into today's story, make sure to subscribe to K-Wave Feels and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest Chinese celebrity moments, fan reactions, and viral entertainment stories. Within the first few seconds, fans noticed something unusual. It was a small moment. Easy to miss. But once the camera caught it, people started talking. During a recent public appearance, Song Weilong stepped into view looking calm at first. The event itself seemed ordinary. Cameras were flashing, people were calling his name, and the atmosphere felt like any normal celebrity appearance. But then, just for a second, something changed. His expression shifted. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't obvious. That was exactly why fans paid attention. A short pause. A quieter look. A moment that lasted only seconds. And that was enough. Almost immediately, viewers began replaying the clip. Some focused on his eyes. Others mentioned the way his face seemed more serious than expected. A few people said he looked unusually thoughtful. Another group felt he seemed tired. And within hours, that tiny moment had become the part of the appearance everyone was talking about. What made it interesting was how ordinary everything else looked. He was still greeting the crowd. Still moving forward. Still composed. But that tiny shift in expression created a completely different conversation. That often happens with celebrities. A whole public event can pass normally, and then one brief reaction becomes the thing fans remember. For many viewers, it was not about trying to force a dramatic meaning. It was about how human the moment felt. Because when a celebrity is constantly surrounded by cameras, lights, expectations, and attention, even the smallest unscripted expression can stand out. That is exactly what happened here. At first glance, many people probably would not have noticed it. But when fans slowed the clip down, they started looking more closely. There was the entrance. Then the first glance. Then the brief pause. Then the quieter expression. Then the crowd reaction. Those few seconds created a sequence people kept replaying. And that is often how these moments spread online. Not because something major happened, but because people feel they saw something real. Another reason the clip attracted attention was timing. Recently, public appearances have become a big source of discussion among fans. People are watching more closely. Not just for fashion, not just for event coverage, but for tiny reactions, mood shifts, and small details that feel unscripted. That makes short moments like this more powerful. A few seconds can become a full conversation. And what was interesting here was that different viewers saw different things. Some felt he looked focused. Others felt he seemed a little distant. Some thought he simply looked tired after a long schedule. Others believed it was nothing more than a normal brief pause caught at an unusual angle. That range of reactions is what made the moment spread. When everyone agrees immediately, the discussion usually ends fast. But when one short expression creates different interpretations, people keep talking. That is where curiosity grows. And once curiosity grows, replay value follows. That replay value matters. A clip does not need to be dramatic to go viral. Sometimes all it needs is one moment that makes viewers look twice. That second look often changes everything. People start asking small questions. Did you notice that? Did his expression change? Was he reacting to something? Was he simply concentrating? Did the crowd affect the moment? And suddenly a short appearance becomes something much bigger. That is one of the reasons celebrity fan culture moves so quickly. Fans do not just watch what happened. They watch how it happened. They notice pacing. They notice pauses. They notice eye movement. They notice the space between reactions. That kind of attention can turn a very small moment into the center of conversation. What makes this even more interesting is that the event itself did not seem designed to create drama. There was no obvious incident. No visible conflict. No major interruption. That made the reaction feel even more natural. It felt accidental. And accidental moments often feel more genuine to viewers. That may explain why people kept returning to the clip. Sometimes viewers connect more strongly with small human moments than with polished performances. A brief pause can feel more revealing than a planned speech. A quiet expression can create more discussion than a dramatic headline. That seems to be what happened here. And once the clip started circulating, fan conversations became less about the full event and more about that one brief expression. That became the emotional center of the story. It also shows how fast online attention can shift. A public appearance may last several minutes, but often 1 second becomes the memory everyone keeps. That is what makes these moments powerful. Not because they prove something, not because they confirm anything, but because they invite people to look closer. And when people look closer, they begin to interpret. That interpretation is where fan conversation begins. Maybe it was simply a quiet moment. Maybe it was concentration. Maybe it was fatigue. Maybe it was nothing unusual at all. And yet, fans noticed. That alone made it matter. That is what keeps these stories moving. A tiny moment. A small reaction. A few seconds of silence. And suddenly thousands of people are watching the same clip again, trying to understand what they saw. That is why this brief appearance from Song Weilong continues to draw attention. Not because something huge happened, but because something small felt unexpectedly real. And sometimes those are the moments viewers remember most. So what do you think? Did fans notice something meaningful in that short expression, or was it simply an ordinary moment that the camera happened to catch at exactly the right time? What made this moment stand out even more was the timing of the reaction. At first, the atmosphere around the event felt energetic. People were calling his name, cameras were moving quickly, and everything looked like a normal celebrity appearance. That is why the change in attention happened so fast. For a few seconds, the focus was no longer on the event itself. It shifted directly to him. That is often how these moments become bigger online. When viewers first watch a clip, they usually absorb the whole scene. But once one small detail catches attention, the second viewing becomes completely different. Instead of watching everything, people start focusing on tiny changes. They look at the eyes, the pause before moving, the way the expression settles, and even how nearby people react in the same moment. That seemed to happen here. Some viewers pointed out that the moment felt quieter than expected. Others felt that his expression seemed more thoughtful than during earlier parts of the appearance. A few even said the crowd reaction may have made the moment feel more intense because people around him were still excited while his own expression looked more restrained. That contrast made people look again. And once people replay a short clip more than once, the conversation naturally grows. New viewers arrive. They see other reactions first. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more.